Howdy guys, welcome back to Fran Bow Chapter 4. In my last video, I kind of ended it abruptly, and that was just a mistake on my part. My tablet ran out of storage for the video, and it just cut it off right there. But I didn't really miss anything in the recording. It was just maybe like another 10 seconds or so of that chase scene game. And then after that chase scene, it just leads you to this door right here, which is the beginning of Chapter 4. My goodness, the door opened. Wow, interesting. Come on, Mr. Midnight. Let's find out where we are. And then right there on the ground, too, you see our pills. The pills that we did not have access to in Chapter 3. Oh, Fran, I hope we can find our way home soon. I am starving. Mr. Midnight, look, I think we are on the other side of the bridge. And then this bridge right here she's talking about, that's the bridge we tried to cross at the end of Chapter 2 when we got attacked and we ended up falling. So we made it across. Great, let's keep moving, kitty. We have to be careful now. And then as soon as we try to grab our pills, somebody pulls them away. So let's just keep chasing these guys, and then it's going to lead us over to the maps to the left side of the screen. And after that, yeah, somebody ends up catching us. And the first time I saw this, I was almost 100% sure it was going to be the doctor back from Chapter 1. But that's not the case. So right here, just use your knife to get out of here. And after that... Oh, by the way, this this knife that we got in Chapter 2, it has been the most useful item. And it's like, why don't more games like this just give you a knife? Because of how useful they are. Fran, you're already here. Well, I wasn't expecting you until 2:35. And as I see it, you are not trapped anymore. Interesting. Anyway, let me introduce myself. I am Itward, your faithful friend. Itward, do I know you from somewhere? You seem familiar. Yes, I'm the creature of the night. We've been playing together. I helped you get Mr. Midnight back, you see? Really? Huh. I think I managed quite well to find my kitty on my own. Hey, are you the one that made the sisters mad? No, it wasn't me. The sisters mad. They believed it was me, you see, but that's because they never looked into themselves. What do you mean by they never looked into themselves? Right here, he's talking about the twins from Chapter 2. And those twins, they kind of blamed Itward for what was happening to them. But Itward's saying that it wasn't his fault, and they were just blaming it on him. And then, if you remember back from Chapter 1, and I think maybe Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, this guy's name was mentioned a couple different times. But I'm not imaginary, you see, I'm part of your reality. And right here, he's saying that he exists, but Fran Bow imagined him, but he existed regardless of her imagination. Something like that. You can read it if you want to. I'm not reading all of it out loud. I'm here to take you home. Follow me. So let's say, take me home. I can't let you do that. I don't know you. I won't hurt you. I'm not made out of darkness. I'm your friend. So right now, we got to decide if we're going to trust this guy or not. I mean, he is a talking skeleton. That's fine. Come on now. I have something to show you. So, yeah, I guess this guy is our new companion. Our new friend, at least. So let's follow him over to the left. And... yeah, check it out. This guy just has a big flying machine. And I guess he's going to fly us home. What do you think? I love it. It has many buttons to push. Yes, with this gorgeous piece of machinery, I can take you home. We'll fly as soon as I fix the details. Besides, it's not 2:35 yet. That 2:35 thing, he just says that, well, I guess he explains it right here. It's when time becomes slower, and that gives us a chance to enter the ultra reality. We can travel anywhere we want to go. Right now, we are standing on the endless limits of the second reality. So... how does it work? Right now we're in the second reality. And then I think Fran Bow's reality is the first. And then back in a... oh, no. Fran's in the third reality. And then the place we were at in Chapter 3 was the first reality. I think that's how it goes. But sir, should I just wait until you are done fixing the machine? Of course not. You can help by getting water and fire berries, all right? All right. So we got to go do 2 different things before we can leave. We got to find some berries, and we got to get a bucket of water. Both of which are pretty easy. And then after that, we'll be up in the sky. Can I ask, why do you need the berries in the water? And he just says the berries are good fuel, and the water is to get rid of the dirt and the kamalas. Hope they don't come around the flying machine. Those kamalas, too. Those are those dark shadows that have been giving us some hassle. I almost forgot your medicine. You need it. Some things are still invisible to your eyes. You see here. Okay, finally! We get the pills back. And we are definitely going to be using those. I was trying to catch the pills earlier, but the trap caught me first. About that, I'm sorry. I needed to get your attention somehow. It's okay, sir. I defeated the trap like in 1 second. Anyway, I'll go get the berries and the water. I'll be right back. Okay. So first, let's go to... Is it this map? It's not this map. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so right up here, you see the berries are on fire. We can't get those yet, so let's go over to the right one more map and talk to this guy right here. And I think we came across one of these in Chapter 2, and we helped them get free with the comb. That whole thing. I've met your kind. But this guy, he says he's not stuck. He says he's just kind of hanging out, growing his hair. So what we want to do to get water is just attach our bucket to his hair. And then he's going to lower it down and get some water for us. All right, we'll help you tie the bucket real tight. And yeah, easy enough. Bucket full of water. Then he says, home is somewhere we all wish to belong, but does home belong somewhere? And then by that, he just means it was a rhetorical question. I just wanted to say that you are your own home. Interesting. That sounds mysterious and beautiful. I will try to do that some other time by. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. Let's talk to the skeleton right here. He says, we're trespassing. Excuse me, I thought you were dead. How can you possibly think that? You have no manners, young lady. Okay, let's just get through this fast. It's not actually the moose talking. It's actually this little deadly worm inside of it that's kind of decomposing it. Something like that. I only see a talking moose. Where are you? And yeah, look at this little Grim Reaper bug inside this thing. Let's introduce ourselves. We're Fran. Hello, Fran. Can I ask, why did you touch the moose in the first place? Normally, only scavengers would touch dead animals. Are you one? Of course not. I'm just trying to see if I could climb on it to reach the fire berries. I see. I think it's possible the moose is still very sturdy and solid. But the fire berries are on fire. You can hurt yourself. So, yeah, that's why we got the water first, so we can extinguish these things. Once we're up here, just use the water. Oh, wait. Did I not grab the bucket? Come on. Come on. Let me pause. I'll cut back right here. Okay, now we're back with the bucket. So just use this on the berries. After the fire's out, use your knife, cut them away. And now we have everything we need. So let's go back to Mr. Edward and talk to him. Oh, come on! Come on! What do these guys have to say? Ew, I look completely deformed. I wonder if Fran is really me, but from some other place. So I don't know if how they explain it is... Because there's 5 realities in this game. I don't know if there's a separate Fran for each reality. Like there's more than one Fran. I don't think so. I don't think the game ever really explains it that way. I think this might just be going on in her head and she's not really dead. I don't know. So let's go back to normal reality. Talk to this guy. Oh, we actually have to give him the items. So let's give him the berries first. Brought the berries. Magnificent. And second is the water. So this guy, this Itward guy, he's actually, I guess you could say he's a good guy. He is actually trying to help us get back home, at least for the meantime. So, as for his relationship with Fran, that's going to be explained, I think, at the end of the chapter. They talk a little bit more about it, so I'll probably be covering that in the next video. But for the time being, just know that he's a good guy and he's on our side. And then as for the rest of the first half of chapter 4, we're going to be confined on the ship. And it's a very small ship. There's not many maps to explore, but there is quite a bit of stuff to do. What did he say? We'll be soon on our way to the third reality. Are you excited, Fran? Let's say understand more. You'll soon understand the answers are not easy to recognize. Sounds strange? Time goes as it has to in order for you to be alive. If it all happened now, you'd probably explode. Are you telling me that the answers I'm looking for will come to me when they want? Not exactly. You know what? I'd rather say through time, you have to explore and experience to understand. Okay, fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. And then he's going to tell us to do a couple things on the ship. He's going to tell us the machine needs some maintenance, and I think he would do incredible work. Here are the fire barriers in the water you gathered before. You'll need them to get the water pump working again and the fuel mixed. So we got to fuel this thing and we got to get it running. It's actually quite complicated. There's a couple different graphs to show you what to do. And it's like, why don't you just let Fran Bow pedal and you go do it yourself? That seems way easier. But anyways, the first thing you want to grab in this room is going to be this duct tape right here. Then I think that's all we need in this room. We don't need that. So let's go to this room first. And let me remember, I know there's a couple things I have to grab. There's some wires and stuff. I don't think there's anything in this room I need. You know what? I actually need this key right here. Let's grab that from the sisters. They don't really have anything to say. And I think that's it for this room, at least for now. So let's go over to the laboratory. Oh, come on. Did you have to make him a clown? I hate clowns. They are so bad. Have you ever met anybody that actually likes clowns? So while we're in this reality with the pills, let's go ahead and grab this green one right here. And then let's grab these two. This one and this one right here, the red one. And yeah, I think that's really all we need for now, as far as I remember. Let's go back to normal reality and then take a look at this graph right up here. It's going to kind of tell you how to work the furnace. You got to put water in, you got to light it, you got to switch around these little switches right here. So that thing's going to be right over here to the right. Click on this. First thing you want to do, fill it up with water. And then close it. And then I think you light it next with the match. Can't turn on the fire. There's no gas coming from the pipes. So turn this one like that. Flip that switch. Let me try it one more time. There we go. And then after that, flip this switch. And then last thing to do is just tape up the leak. And then once you do everything right, you'll see that the light turns green. That means everything's good to go. So after that's done, this one's a little bit complicated if you don't know where to find all the little hoses, but I think we do have all the hoses. So just keep this in mind, all this stuff right here. One thing to pay attention to is this last flask. It says AFM, and that's just short for the fire berries. So that's actually where the fire berries belong. That part can get a little bit confusing. And then as for all the hoses, They they only work in the right flask. Wait a second. Use. Oh, you know what? I think I could actually fill them up first. Let's hold off on the hoses for now. Let's just focus on filling this up with the right ingredients first. So, first one's going to be N166, then R15. Let's do that one right now. N166, and then R15. And then the next one's going to be 2PF and A18. 2PF and A18. Okay, perfect. And then let's go to, I think these two switches that I just did right there, you got to switch those around. Then let's drop the berries in here. And then let me see if I can use these now. There we go. So as I was saying, if you go to put one of these hoses in one of the flasks, you're not able to put it in the wrong one, so you don't have to worry about that. Then after that, just put the blue one in that one right there, and last one is going to be right there. I think that's everything. So let me try to light this. I think, am I still missing something? I don't know. What am I missing here? I think I think I'm still missing a hose somewhere. Is this right? Let me pause right here. I got to figure out what else to do. I think I'm missing something, so I'll cut back in just a second. Okay, so I just came across this game. I had no idea it existed. It's right here by Itward. I've never looked at this panel before. And I didn't even know it existed. This is ridiculous. It's just like a little, what is a Space Invader? I don't think there's any, I don't think you get anything from winning. I don't even know if there's actually like a winner, if it just keeps playing on and on. But it's so cool they added that. I had no idea. But anyways, I'm sure nobody wants to watch me play this, but if you want to play it, by all means, go check it out. It's just like an old school Space Invaders. Anyways, after thinking about it, I think I am missing one more of the hoses, so let me cut right here and we'll cut when I come across it. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's right up here. I just missed it. So that's going to be the last hose. Let's go back to normal reality. And let's go ahead and use this on... I think it's going to be these bottom two right down here. Perfect. Okay, now that that's done, let's go talk to... oh, he's going to come over here. Fran, I finally managed to fix the automatic driver. Do you need help? I think I managed myself quite well, too. I did all you asked for me. Very well, Fran. Everything seems to be working perfectly. Yes, everything looks absolutely great. What should we do now, sir? Well, I wanted to ask you if you are afraid of rabbits. There is a little rabbit in one of the rooms, and I'm deeply afraid of it. Would you like to help me get rid of it? I guess it depends on the rabbit, sir. With all things I've seen, I can't just imagine one kind of rabbit. Is it a chocolate rabbit? Is it one with horns and killer eyes? It's actually neither. It's actually just a little stuffed rabbit that is 100% harmless. So let's follow this guy, and he's going to put us in a new room. And this room right here, it's actually a really tough room to figure out. I got stuck here for a little bit. I don't know why I have the need to point out in every single video where I get stuck. But this is where I got stuck. It's just a toy. It's this rabbit right here, over here to the right or the left. All right, sir, I'll take the rabbit and show you there's nothing to be afraid of. See, it's just a fluffy rabbit. Nothing to be afraid of. And with that, he takes Mr. Midnight and he locks us in this room. Now, there's a lot of stuff to do here. We got to figure out how to get out of here. If you try to press this button, you see it pops out this little battery, but as soon as you go to grab it, you get it. Never mind. I don't know why that works. It doesn't usually work like that, as far as I remember. But I think what happens is, I think you actually see it kind of pops in and out kind of fast. I guess just be fast, but that's the first thing you want to grab. Second thing is going to be this wrench right here. And then after that, grab one of these carrots. And then come over to this little control panel right here. And then use the wrench on these two screws. There we go. Open this up, put the battery in. And then if you notice in this room, there's all these little numbers. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just remember the order it goes in. It's 1 down here, and then 2, 3 over here, 4 on the wall to the right, and then 5 right up here. So with that being said, let's switch over to Horror Vision. And then you see there's this monster-looking rabbit. But what you want to do is look at all of these slips again, and you'll see that they're numbered with an arrow going left or right. This one says 9. What was that number? I think that was number 5. But just keep in mind which number they were all at. And then you see one of them's hidden by the rabbit. So to get this guy to move down so you can look at the paper, just use the carrot on him. And that's going to make him bend down and try to eat the carrot. And that gives you a chance to look at this one, which is 5 pointing to the right. So I've already got all these written down, so I know which order to go in. But that's how you solve it. You just got to go in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after that, let's go back to normal mode. Turn this thing right here. And then press the button one more time. Okay. And then once you go to unlock this thing, this is where you have to use the numbers. And you have to go in order. So the first one's going to be 8 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 8 to the left. 2, 3, 4. Then 6 to the right. And then 9 to the left. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I think. There we go. Okay, good. So that's how you open that. Then just remember that this little thing's up here. This wheel, it turns the teapot on top, and if you pull this button or this lever, it just makes water come out. Which, that's going to be for the puzzle at the very end. And then now we're in a dark room. I think just turn the lights on, and... yeah, look, it's a surprise birthday party! Which is the most random thing. Birthday party, well, I thought you wanted to kill Mr. Midnight. You lied to me. We lied to you in order to keep your attention in another direction. I'm very sorry I had to fool you, my friend. So yeah, that whole thing, I guess, was just for them to throw a little surprise party for Fran. Thank you, Kitty. You really surprised me. Thank you, Edward, sir. And now they're just talking a little bit. I guess it's Fran's birthday. And I think she's 10 years old now. 10 or 11. And when I first got that gift, I was almost thinking it was like a dead cat. Like it was like the body of the real Mr. Midnight. And I was kind of worried to open it. Because it looks like a cat, obviously. But it's just a stuffed teddy bear of a cat. Which is quite nice. It may give your eyes a new perception, you know, like the ultra reality. Is that what happens when I take the red pill, sir? Is the ultra reality what I see? Well, it depends. Would you like some explanations? Okay, I guess we could talk about this. It's kind of important. Look, what you've seen is a mixture of different realities. And the ultra reality is like an invisible room where everything exists at the same time. For example, at this exact coordinate in time and space, we're having a birthday party. But in the ultra reality, other things are happening all the time. Slower, faster, or just invisible to the human eye. So when we take those red pills, how he explains it is it's kind of a combination of everything that's going on in each reality. It gives humans a chance to understand their environment. You have a different perception of the environment. It's not linked to definitions. Do you understand what I say? Kinda. I'll leave it at that. That may be the ship going up and down. Blow on the candles now, dear. We are about to reach our destination. You mean we're going to get home? Did you hear that, kitty? Yes, we are about to arrive. Wow, how exciting. All right, here I go. Oh no, oh no, no, no. And of course, something happens to the ship. We're about to crash, and we got to fix this as soon as possible. Fran, you have to help. I have to drive the machine again. The automatic driver was destroyed by the Kamalas. There is one left alive. You have to get rid of it. Find it fast. How do I do that, sir? Water. That cleanses the dirt. Hurry up now. Remember, it may be hiding from your eyes. So we got to find this thing, and we got to put water on it. So I think let's go back to the room where we made the concoction for the fuel. And let's go to Horror Vision. And yes, there it is. So let's dump some water on this guy, get rid of him. Oh, come on! I gotta go. Let me go fill up the bucket. I gotta go fill it up on the roof. We'll cut back right here. Okay, now we have the water. Use the water on this guy. It's not necessarily gonna kill him, but it's gonna make him go on the roof, and then it's pretty obvious what to do there. Good lord, that thing is hideous. That reminds me of Spirited Away. When what was that, a spirit? He's got all like the stuff and he's running after the, oh, I forget her name. Good movie though. So let's go to the roof and just position this thing to squirt water on him. And I think it does take a couple times. So let's do one. Adjust it. Wrong spot. Two and three. And then I think that's going to be it for this chapter. Let me go talk to Itward one more time. And not the chapter, this half of the chapter. Oh, wrong spot. Let's go back to the engine room. I think it's right over here. Okay. Itward, sir, we did it. The Kamala's gone. It's gone, yes, but it's too late, dear. I can't take you home. We're going down. No, please, don't tell me this. It's not fair, not fair. Aw, poor Franny. I will always take care of you, my dear. Okay, that's it for this video. Next video is going to be the second half of chapter 4. And this is where the game really starts picking up. The second half of chapter 4 and chapter 5, this is where the game starts getting intense. So I'm probably going to finish recording this game tonight, and then I'll just post these daily, just to get it taken care of. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and thank you for watching.